On Global TV News Express, Tinubu congratulated Shikafi Bagudu on election as UICC president. Supreme Court hears a 16-state suit challenging EFCC legality October 22nd. In business, federal government says South Korean investors planning for Nigerian refineries. On the foreign scene, Russia, Burkina Faso discuss military cooperation. In sport, Osimhen confirms October 19 return. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Niconsat. President Bola Tinubu congratulated Dr. Zainab Shikafi Bagudu on her election as president of the Union for International Cancer Control, making her the first African and fifth woman to lead the Global Cancer Control Organization. Shikafi Bagudu, a pediatrician and former First Lady of Kebbi State, was elected on October 8. Tinubu, in a statement by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, described her election as a significant achievement, praising her competence and character. The Nigerian government has called on citizens to seek permission before using the country's national anthem. The federal government stated this through Lanre Issa Onilu, the Director General of the National Orientation Agency. Issa Onilu, in a statement released, says it is now compulsory to seek permission before the use of the Nigerian anthem to avoid misinterpretation. However, he did not state in what context permission should be sought before the anthem could be used. The Association of Media and Communications Researchers of Nigeria, AMCRON, has called for ethics and balance in reporting security challenges. The association made the call at its 4th International Conference and Annual General Meeting in Abuja. Queen Agaba has the rest of the story.
The theme of this year's conference is Contending Issues in National Security and the Role of the Media. The acting Vice-Chancellor, University of Abuja, Professor Aisha Sani Maikudi, says Nigeria, like any other nation, is faced with complex security challenges that demands strategic, multi-sectoral responses.
The media's influence on national security is multifaceted. It serves as a critical link between the government, security agencies, and the public, offering an avenue for transparency and accountability.
Speaking on the contending issues, Professor Akinfeleye highlighted the importance of free press in factual reporting.
Under Chapter 2 of our Constitution, I'm talking particularly Section 22, which empowers the journalists to do what? To monitor government and make them accountable to the people at all times. So we're talking about national security. The media should serve as mediating factor between the policymakers, the citizenry, and of course, the unwilling participant in the society.
Further speaking on the issues, Chairman, Channels Group, Professor John Momo, represented by Professor Abiodun, stressed the importance of ethics and balance in reporting security challenges.
The media's role in a democratic society is not one of mere reporting. It is a critical agent in shaping public understanding and engagement with national issues.
In a world where national security concerns are evolving at unprecedented rates, stakeholders say the media's role in shaping public perception, influencing policies, cannot be overemphasized. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reported.
The national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, has offered forgiveness to those who undermined his leadership following the Federal High Court's affirmation of his position. Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court Abuja delivered a ruling that confirmed Abure's leadership, upholding the legitimacy of the March 2024 Innewi Convention, which elected the current national executives of the party. Nwite also directed the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to recognize Abure as the rightful chairman, countering INEC's previous stance that his leadership was invalid. INEC had argued that the Labour Party's convention held in Anambra State violated the Constitution and the Electoral Act and claimed that Abure's tenure expired in June 2024. The Supreme Court has scheduled October 22nd to hear a suit filed by 16 state governments challenging the legality of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The suit, instituted by the Kogi state government and 15 other states, is contesting the constitutionality of the laws establishing the EFCC. The 15 other states joined in the suit are Ondo, Edo, Oyo, Ogun, Nasarawa, Kebbi, Katsina, Sokoto, Jigawa, Enugu, Benue, Anambra, Plateau, Cross River, and Niger. The Nigerian Army headquarters has commenced an investigation into the allegations against the immediate past commander of the 3rd Brigade, Kano, Brigadier General M.A. Sadiq. It was gathered that the general was dismissed following accusations of withholding benefits meant for his subordinates, along with other allegations of misappropriation during his tenure as commander. A military source stated that the general remains in custody and that the investigation into the allegations is ongoing. You're watching News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When News Express returns, ex-Liverpool boss Klopp joins Red Bull as head of operations. Details of these and more after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from the break. This is Global Television bringing you the live broadcast of News Express. Thank you for staying with us. In business, major oil marketers are to begin the direct purchase of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery between Thursday and next week as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited pulls out as sole off-taker of the product from the $20 billion plant. Multiple sources from NNPC and the Major Engineers Marketers Association of Nigeria confirmed that NNPCL is no longer the sole off-taker of Dangote Petrol, giving room for other players in the downstream to buy products directly from the Dangote refinery. Meanwhile, oil marketers said their decision of NNPC to stop being the sole off-taker of the petrol from the Dangote refinery means that the federal government has systematically stopped subsidy on petrol completely. Transportation costs are set to skyrocket in the Federal Capital Territory following the hike in the price of petrol by some stations of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in Abuja. The stations of the National Oil Company raised the retail price of the petrol to 1,030 naira from 897 naira per litre. The second increase in 1 month represents a 14.8% of the 133 naira rise. Nigeria's capital importation in the second quarter of 2024 declined by 22.85% from $3.37 billion in the first quarter of the year to $2.60 billion. This is according to the National Bureau of Statistics Capital Importation Report for the second quarter of the year. However, when compared to the same period of last year, Nigeria's capital importation rose by 152.8% from $1.03 billion to the current figure. A consortium of investors from South Korea has concluded plans to build 4 100,000 barrel capacity refineries in various locations in Nigeria. The federal government, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Haneke Lukubiri, stated this at the maiden edition of a summit organized by the Crude Oil Refineries Owners Association of Nigeria in Lagos. According to him, the federal government is encouraging investors to build refineries by providing an open environment for all. The federal government has launched an application portal for Nigerians willing to convert their vehicles from the use of premium motor spirit, otherwise known as petrol, to compressed natural gas. This was contained in a statement by the National Orientation Agency. According to the statement, Nigerians who wish to switch to CNG can apply on the portal and spread payment in monthly installments. The statement also highlighted flexible payment plans, noting that applicants will receive support through the process to ensure it is hassle-free. The U.S. Department of Justice has demanded that Google make profound changes on how it does business and even consider the possibility of a breakup after the tech juggernaut was found to be running an illegal monopoly. Determining how to address Google's wrongs is the next stage of landmark trial that saw the company in August judged by a monopolist by the U.S. District Court Judge Emmett Mahata. The most popular food delivery company in China has adopted drone technology to efficient food delivery in the Shenzhen area of China. This development has sparked excitement among Chinese citizens. This was disclosed in a statement and video shared by a couple of travel vloggers, Andre Adrena and Dylan, on their TikTok page recently. In a statement, the couple noted that they were left amazed because they didn't believe the technology existed till they arrived in Shenzhen. On the foreign scene, Russia's defense minister, Andrei Belosov, met with Burkina Faso's Prime Minister, Apollonia Kianlem the Tembela, in Moscow to discuss expanding military cooperation between the two nations. The Russian Defense Ministry, Moscow, has been pursuing a combination of military, diplomatic, and economic interest in Africa, vying with the West for influence after Russia's war in Ukraine triggered the biggest confrontation between Moscow and Washington in decades. Meteorologists are warning Hurricane Milton could cause several tornadoes as Florida braces for the storm's arrival. The National Oceanic Atmospheric Association says the Category 5 storm will likely trigger scattered thunderstorms across the central and southern Florida peninsula. The NOAA noted current forecasts suggest the conditions will favor a supercell development with a potential for tornadoes. And moving to France, French authorities have ordered Omar bin Laden, a son of slain Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, to leave the country over posts on social media, France's Interior Minister had announced. And jumping into the world of sport, former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has a new role as head of football operations at Red Bull, which owns Leipzig, Salzburg, and New York clubs. Klopp, who left Liverpool at the end of last season after 9 years in charge, says after nearly 25 years on the sidelines, he couldn't be more excited to be involved in a project like this. Galatasaray striker Victor Osimhen has confirmed his return to action immediately after the international break. The 25-year-old, who sustained an injury during Galatasaray's 3-3 draw with Kasımpaşa, revealed in a video that he expects to be back for the club's next league match against Antalyaspor on October 19. And wrapping the news up, let's look at some major headlines. Tinubu congratulates Shikafi Bagudu on election as UICC president. Supreme Court hears 16 state suit challenging EFCC legality, October 22nd. And in business, federal government says Southern Korean investors planning for Nigerian refineries. On the foreign scene, Russia and Burkina Faso discuss military cooperation. And in sports, Osimhen confirms October 19 return. That's it on News Express, and it came to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We are on DSTV, channel 365, and Star Times, channel 276, and free to air on Nikon Sat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu. Thank you for watching.